Morning all the students. Today we will discuss chapter 3 computer. So creating table. First we'll explain about the creating table. Okay, how to insert a table. We can create and insert anywhere in the document. Okay, so the step to creating a table. So before starting, first of all we'll start the open the Microsoft Office Word. Okay, what is the step to opening Microsoft Office Word? Go to the start buttons, all programs, Microsoft Office, then Microsoft Office Word. 2007. Okay, see, so first step I want to create the table first. Okay, so step number 1, click the place where we want. So this is the place, step number 1. Step number 2, that is choose insert and click table. That is the step number 2. Okay, then we drag to select the numbers of rows and columns that we want. Clear? So just you select it, how many rows and columns do you want, just you select it. Okay, otherwise you can write the numbers of columns and numbers of rows also. Okay, if you want to insert like that, you type the numbers of columns and type numbers of rows, then okay. Yeah, so this is because of I selected in this place. Okay, that's why it is came like that. Yeah, so I want to insert here. Okay, go to the insert button, 5 rows 5 column. Clear? So it is inserted. Next, that is inserting rows and column. Okay, so we want to insert rows and column in an existing table. Okay, so see, that is 5 rows and that is 2 column it has. I want to insert the column. So first you select the position. Okay, then you go to the page layout, insert above. If you want to insert above, insert below. Okay, so I want to insert below. Clear? Then you can see that your on row it is inserted. Okay, just you click insert rows and above the current row click the insert above. Okay, so if you want to insert above, you can get above the rows. Okay, now we'll changing the column height and row height. Okay, so I already written that is number 1 to 5 and that is name, some of the students name. Just I want to change this table format. Okay, so you can see the column dividing line in the table or the column dividing line on the ruler, the pointer becomes a separate icons. Okay, you see separate icons, see that icon, it is changing. Okay, to increase the columns wide, and we click the drag the line to the new location. Okay, just you drag it here. Clear? We can modify, we can change, and if you want to change the rows height, we use the same method by resting the mouse pointer over the row dividing line and then dragging the separate icon. Okay, so just you see Okay, so this is the changing the columns weight and height. Okay, then next, that is deleting cell, row, column, table. Okay, to delete a cell or row or columns or enter the tables, we follow the steps. So first of all, we'll click the uh, any cell in the column or row which is to be deleted. So I want delete this table. Okay, so just you select it first one number and then click the layout tab. Clear? Then step 3, that is click the delete button on the ribbon. Where it is delete button, this is delete button. Okay, just you click it and delete your cell. Next, that is you can choose the delete your cell. Okay, okay, I want to delete row. This row you can see that is deleted. Next, that is merging a cell. Okay, how to merge a cell? So first we'll select the cell, select it, then right click and choose the merge cell. Clear? You can get merge option, then you click the merge cell. Okay, next part we'll discuss, that is merging cell. Okay, so you can see merging cell means that is two or more adjacent cell can be merged into one. Okay, so we have already created, I have already created, that is one table. You can see, so the cell in the first row in the table have been merged together and the text is centerized. Okay, so we will follow the steps. So first step is that select the adjacent cell to be merged. So I want to select this first rows. Okay, so select it, then right click and choose merge cell option from the menu that appears. Okay, merge cell. Clear? Then you can see our cell, it is merged. Okay, so this is the very simple steps. Only first step, we'll select the adjacent cell to be merged, then right click, then choose the merge cell option from the menu that appears. Okay, so that is the step. Only two steps we will follow. Clear? Okay, next we'll discuss splitting cell. Okay, splitting cell, suppose we want to divide the candidate's name cell into two cells and enter the first name and last name in the cell. Okay, so this can be done by splitting cell into two. Cell can be split into a number of smaller cell by following this step. So we can follow the steps. We click within the cell that we want to split. Okay, so I want to split this in this cell, just you click it, that is the first step. Then you right click, choose split cell, right click, then you find out split cell. Okay, afterwards, how many columns and rows do you want? Okay, just you type it and press the OK option. Okay, so just I want that is only 2 columns. Okay, in this cell, particular cells. Okay, so enter the number of rows and columns into which we want to split the cells, then you click OK. Okay, now you can see our cells, it will be divided. Just you write it, just you write first name, name. Okay, first name, and in this cell last name. Then in this cell last name. Okay, so only 2 steps we will apply. Okay, if you want to split your cell. So next we will discuss, that is performing and calculation on data. Okay, okay, so next we'll discuss, that is performing calculation on data. Okay, so you can see I already created one table, and I put it that data, all the data also, students names and marks, okay, written test marks and interview marks also. Okay, so I want to average, find out the average. Okay. Hmm. So how to find out? We will follow the step to finding the average. First step, we click on the cell where we want to place the formula. Okay, so I want to place the formula in this box. Okay, so first you select it, then step number 2, from the layout tab in the data groups, click the formula. Okay, so you go to the layout, this is layout, then choose the formula. Clear? Therefore, just you choose average. Okay, choose average, then press the OK button. Then you can see the total average of this table. Okay, so that is very easy step to finding the average. We will find the sum also by applying the formula. Okay, so if you want to calculate the average, we will follow only these 2 steps. Okay. Okay, now we'll discuss, that is recalculating the values of the entry, entire. Okay, so entire table. So in this table we'll recalculate the value. We make any changes in the data on which the formula is based. Okay, we can make MS Word recalculating the value by selecting the entire table and pressing F9, or otherwise Alt plus Shift plus U key. Okay, so let us start to recalculating the data. First you see in this table, first name, that is Serum Maulik's marks were the increased by 10. In this marks will increase by 10. We change from that is 55 to 65 or other marks. Okay, so 65 and other marks. Okay, 65s. Clear? So you can see the average, it will be same. Okay, so the average being displayed by what is the same as with Serum's marks as 55. Clear? So now what we'll do, we select the table and press the F9, that is the shortcut key, otherwise we'll press that is Alt plus Shift plus U key. So Alt plus Shift plus, you select it in this table. Now you can see your average, it will be changed. Okay, so that is the process to recalculating the data. Okay, simple process. Then next we'll discuss, that is applying the quick style to a table. Quick style, how to apply the quick style in this table. Okay, now we'll discuss, that is quick style to a table. Okay, we want to apply style to a table so that it look means impressive. We can apply quick style to by the following this step. Okay, so first step, it is that select the entire table, means that is we will select the entire tables. Then go to the design tab. This is design tab. Then you choose any one from this group. Okay, design group, just you choose it and click it. Then you can see that your table style, it will be changed. Okay, so that is a very easy step to changing your style, applying your different type of style. So I hope all the students you have understand properly. So this is only for chapter 3. Okay, so next chapter